And go.
Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Tiger, and welcome to another wonderful, amazing, stupendous stream with the one and only Penny Q. Wait, something feels wrong.
Yes. Well, you are on my channel now.
Oh, fucking stab me then. I'm so screwed. Penny has all the power. She has all the power in the world. What am I going to do? Other than steal the spotlight like I always do. Weird thing, didn't you notice that? Penny actually admitted it off camera before we started that, yeah, I kind of, I don't know when to shut up.
I think it's more like just,
The people around me are introverts.
yeah, you're really, really good at coming up with things on the spot. That takes some
That's
practice.
Well, I'm no improv actor. Yeah, I'm just very, very creative in a short amount of time. Or high half the time, but I'll never tell you which is which.
Ship some of that good stuff over here, man.
I'll give you some of that kush kush, some of that sweet love.
Yeah.
But while you do a little animation for your audience, I'm gonna be working on my Smiler. Oh man, I really hate Smiler. His character's so sinister. It really enrages me so much. He's so evil. Did I
I'm,
tell you about what I want to do with him?
I'm surprised you took him in that direction in the first place. I thought he was actually on a good side. Like, I didn't know he
No,
was evil.
he's not. I'll be right back. Oh man, so many problems. So many problems, girl.
We have much
Oh
to discuss.
no.
We have much to
Whoever's screaming in the
discuss.
background.
Yeah. I can probably play some music from my phone. It's so odd that I'm streaming when you're animating because you actually need to focus. Now I'm just gonna get more distracted. I've just been distracted all day. Hmm.
Have you ever had that problem in life where you just can't get something done right? Man, I mean, seriously, who would do such a horrible thing other than me? Because I'm terrible. Right, Penny?
You're not terrible.
I'm horrendous. I'm the worst person you'll ever meet. My heart is blacker than iron. Sorry, it's
You,
my heart is colder than iron. My soul is blacker than night.
you're just a hyperbole man.
Hyperbole or metaphorically driven. But that's just me. That's just me, Penny, silly girl, silly girl. Then I tell you I tried to get back into animations. You can imagine how well that went.
Yeah,
It
tell me
didn't. Well, it
how much
started off
frames
with
have
a
you got?
man. 16.
Okay, go on.
And that's all I got done. My animation started off with a man that started to look like a woman, so I was like, okay, it's a woman now. Don't you just love being an artist? You have free reign to make characters whatever you want.
Yeah, you have to. If you're doing it straight away, you have to like plan some frames first.
I plan nothing, Penny. Everything I do is spontaneous for the sake of keeping it creative. Like one of my idols, here, Hiko Rocky, the man that created the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure anime. Oh, sweet nightmares.
Look at those swing not braids. I mean, look at those swing bangs.
The swing bangs.
Let's see. Control test. So all I got so far is the hair and the leg.
I made sure to put animation for your little tags on your stream.
I'm working on it. That's why I'm doing this.
Well, I'm saying in your live streams, you can actually put tags along with your videos, like animation, rough cut, doodle, digital art, storytelling, go everywhere. So you could just tag the shit everywhere, so anything relating to fiction. And I probably
Just
would have gone there.
link in the description kind of thing.
Oh. But most of my shit usually is just full of furry fantasy and digital art, along with whatever psychotic thing I have in my mind.
Ah, you just labeled it for
I am not a furry, but my work probably does look like some. So I said, fuck it. The tag does not apply to me personally. What people are going to say, hey, look, it's a furry. My response, it's not a furry, it's a hybrid. Get it right, you uncultured swine. What's likely to be you, unfortunately, low intellectual scientists.
Well,
Then again, keep in mind that Jay is known as the bitch. So I guess that shoots my argument in the foot.
speaking of, we haven't talked about her in a while.
Who? Jay or Fur? Ruby?
Sure, Jay.
Who? Jay? That's because she doesn't have a lot of influence in the story at the moment. She's just Jay, the bitch, who quite literally appears. That's the weird thing about timelines. I never wanted to incorporate a TMP timeline because I'm really, really strict about like constraints and whatnot, and I don't like bending the rules. And I really can't have Jay appear until like the TMP Begins arc really gets underway, where she's supposed to come off as like this big surprise. It's like, who's this purple fox? And it's like, then she's just like, oh no, I'm Jen. And the Pixar's just like, she's hotter than the last
What the
one.
heck?
What's your deal? After which Jay tries to punch off his head, which Shadow stops because he's the only one on the team that's technology literate. Shadow hates technology because Studio Ghibli influence. Jay has no idea how technology works because she's a bruiser, not a cruiser. And Tiger's personality that understands technology is called sci-fi, and he's a bit of a arrogant little prick. Think Shade, but with like less etiquette or more fancy ways of saying you suck.
Is he just like one of those Tigers that spend time in space type of deal?
Sci-fi?
Yeah.
Sci-fi is the science tiger. He studied alchemy and anything else that has to do with like the realm of reality, while most of the other tigers are strewn in fiction and fantasy. They basically know about lore, stories, and other stuff. Sci-fi, again, he takes after the tiger appearance, so he has Tiger's pompadour. The difference is he's wearing a white lab coat.
Oh, that's bad.
He's a lot more simple in design, mainly because, as he stated, I have no time to think about fashion when I have to think about what I have to create next. He's also a bit of a creator of life, so, there's also that.
Okay.
Interestingly enough, he actually hates people with god complexes, even though he created life.
What now?
So a lot of the tigers have different quirks based on their personalities.
He created life?
Yeah, he created life with science, not magic, even though he does have the ability to use.
Or on Earth?
I don't know when he was born, but I'm pretty sure he'd still be creating life on Evo if Rage let him. Well, I think it'd be more Fur, the one that'd be questioning the morality of creating sentient life forms or life in general. To which Rage responds, "Shut up, you're the party animal. What do you care?" Yeah, that's kind of the weird thing. Because Fur's like the shirtless, oh, she's out of control stigma of the Tiger personalities. She's the one that gets the most shit about when she's the one trying to be responsible. She's the one that gets shit on the most when it comes to that. Unfortunately. Well, it's, basically you reap what you sow. And since she was known as like the party tiger, she kind of got that stigma tied to her. So, she can't ever be responsible or think straight. No, it's just, but like I said before, I think if I'm not making it up right now, her whole gimmick is she's supposed to be free, fun, and not really worry about much. She's supposed to be a representation of freedom in Tiger's mind, something that isn't meant to be bogged down by like the rules or restrictions that civilized society, well, quote unquote civilized society would have. She kind of laughs at all that and basically says humans were meant to be free, and the fact you create these buildings and whatnot basically restrain yourselves. But she admits that without her magic, she probably wouldn't be as free as she would want to be. Admitting that, yeah, my magic is a crutch that allows me to get away with a lot more that I wouldn't be able to do without my magic.
Yeah. Wait. Isn't there like a humanized form of Fur anywhere?
That's Ruby. She's a part of the gems. No, don't think Steven Universe and the Crystal Gems. That show is horrible. It's about space rocks grinding each other.
No, don't put it that way. Please don't. That's not.
Oh, they like to grind stones. You can't say they don't. Fusion is really an allegory for that.
Come on, man.
Ruby and Sapphire like to grind those stones until sparks fly.
Age restriction.
Age restriction is for hacks. Besides, YouTube is going to demonetize anything that exists.
I'm under 1,000, so I don't care.
I don't know. I don't like Steven Universe. I think my issue with it is all the slice of life interrupts like the story segments, which annoys me.
Oh yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with having slice of life. It's just that Steven Universe truly did have something interesting that I was like, I'm tired of this show. I'm done. Oh. It's not a flawless show, but basically I enjoy any form of fiction. And this thing was basically science fiction. So I was like, oh, I can really get into this. Hey, want to have another slice of life episode? No. Too bad. We're giving you 14 more. As I slowly grind my pencil into my paper, screaming at the sky gods.
And the
And I
fact that
guess
it
that
didn't
would
have
be
any
Rebecca Sugar.
writers, this does make it
Oh yeah, the fact it's
more
all
weird.
just artists, no story, and like no legit writers makes it a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Because that could create pacing issues and like plot inconsistencies. Yeah, no. I'm all up for freedom as an artist and a writer, but I understand you have to have a balance of everything in general.
I
You
mean,
can't have
they're
an
a
entire team
network
of pure
show.
artists without stigmas.
They should have writers. They're a network show. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, especially
And
when your
being
medium
paid
is
the
visual.
salary. Mm-hmm.
Writers are basically individuals that have to like detail down these immense, interesting scenes. At least that's how I view it. Basically, describing what an artist can see clearly. An artist can only see so much, but a writer can put things into words that make it more tangible for someone to see. At
Mm-hmm.
least that's how I write. You've seen my writing, Penny, and,
Yeah.
and that's the type of stuff I like to go into. Really in-depth descriptions when I try. When I don't try, it's hot, little funny. But that's just me. However, Penny, I noticed that you and Skullman have similarities. Bones, my chew toy. That guy, he's a procrastinator, right? But he has a lot of his art is always interesting to me because of how disgustingly sharp it is, how messy it is. I love that way. But he's a procrastinator. With you, you're a procrastinator, but I fear you do the same thing as him. You have great potential, but with you, you're afraid of like capitalizing and beginning that potential. What's going on, man? He's just lazy.
I feel like I'm taking the steps now. I know I was procrastinating before, but I'm gonna try now.
Well, you know what they say: take a negative and make it into a positive. As I think that's what people said. As long as you spend a lot of time focusing on your work and spending time in your own head to see how it unfolds, that's fine. That's what I
Mhm.
do. My ability to draw quickly doesn't impede my ability to create quickly. They can both go hand in hand in that sense.
Oh.
I mean, people could misconstrue this as like a romantic scene between two individuals, but keep in mind, Chibi Fur is an innocent individual. So it's more of a cute scene between two characters. Also, the fact that Chibi Fur is like, I'm waiting for that comment, like that rush of negative feed where it's like, she looks like a kid. You are this, this, and this. And my response is just going to be, no.
I mean, she's called Chibi Fur for a reason. Doesn't mean that they're a kid, you know?
Even though she might act like one. I think Chibi Fur is a weird character, to be honest. I don't know if she's from like the Supercharged universe or if she's another character. And this is like my own little like plot, like my inner fan theory coming into play, where it's like, is she from TMP Supercharged? Is she not? Which is something I do in order to like invest myself in the story even more. If I was a fan looking at this and reading it with all the information I have and I'm going to put down for people to read in the future, it helps a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you feel like you're just like some random fan that just stumbled upon this series that you're creating, it helps get you invested and you're like, wow, if you really lose yourself, then that must mean you must have a lot of stuff you want to do. I mean, that's my current theory. Is Chibi really from the TMP Supercharged universe based on how she acts and talks? Because from what we get to see, or what I'm planning to write for the series of when the TMP Supercharged crossover happens, the Chibis don't have these dark existential moments that happen in Smile With Me or these dark moments in general. They don't have this darkness. If anything, it's like it's chibified, so it looks super cute and adorable when they have like these dark thoughts. But with Chibi, it takes on a different meaning when you think about it, as if she really wasn't from that universe. But that's just my theory. I don't know if it'll actually come to fruition or not, whether or not she is or isn't from the universe. It might get dropped if I just don't find it interesting enough.
It'd be nice. You can always bring back Chibi Fur in the main universe.
She is always in the main universe. That's her whole deal. That's even the joke that's made where it's like, wait, you don't exist yet in this world.
Let's see.
So that's kind of the thing about Chibi Fur. The characters that can break the fourth wall, like, you're not supposed to exist yet, and her response is, too bad, I'm too cute for you. It's interesting that, like, Chibi Fur is one of the few characters I'm actually willing to bend the rules with. She is there since TMP begins, and well, she can't appear on Earth in public in like the Earth Society, so there might be
Would she be? Question. Would she be considered a personality?
She's a personality of the chibi for tagger, if that's anything to go off of. That's what she's considered to be.
Okay, so that makes more sense. Because
But
if she was a part
yeah,
of regular fur, that would be so confusing.
that would be interesting in the sense of I'm actually keen around the idea of what did the personalities develop a personality? And I'm
No.
thinking that would be a nightmare for two reasons. One, it's a tagger within a tagger, and
Mm-hmm.
two, it's a tagger within a tagger that would cause havoc for the other taggers, since this individual wouldn't have the same association or rules to go by if that was the case. It is an interesting concept, but I don't think I'm going to run through with that idea because I think it'd get way too messy way too quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Because they would introduce like, oh, what if all these other taggers have their own personalities, and then I just be like, nah, that's going to be the
What if
clones conspiracy for Marvel Comics all over again,
what if
and you don't want to pull that stunt.
okay. So what if Pixar um Inside Out had their own feelings had their own feelings, you know? It would just be messy rabbit hole of existential um uh it
Is
just be a whole
Pixar
mess.
gays? Well, they're colorful. Actually, that's something I want to talk about real quickly. Today, like this month is Pride Month and people are like celebrating and whatnot. You know what my honest reaction was when I first saw like the first post on Twitter that was like "Happy Pride Month"? You know what my honest reaction was?
What?
I don't care. I don't care about your sexuality. I care about the person if I'm talking to someone. So I was just like, I don't care. Please get out of my feed. And as rude as that sounds, in all honesty, I don't care. I don't care if someone's gay, straight, or likes to bend the pole. I don't. And it annoys me to see the stuff. Oh, and I can't wait for the schmarmy comment that's like, haha, Shadow's gay because she wears a rainbow scarf. That's the one thing that annoys me about the community. They took a rainbow and they didn't stylize it or do anything new with it. They just took a rainbow and said, fuck it, it's ours now.
Basically.
I wish they would stylize or change it into something more meaningful other than, look, it's a rainbow. And then some stupid kid can just point it after it and says, look, the world is gay. Which might be funny in some if you could pull it off, but no. But that's just my little thought on it. It's like, yeah, it's Pride Month. Why should I care? Then again, I'm a lot more cynical when it comes to this stuff, so it's like, other than the joke I make where it's like, hey, Tiger, are you gay or are you straight? His response, I'm trans? Dimensional. And then Pixel blows his brains out for basically bullshitting.
Well, yeah, I can see that happening.
Well, it's Pixel. He's a smartass and a scientist, so of course he'd be a little upset, a little miffed that Tiger basically having a little bit of fun at the cost of his like scientific integrity.
The heck is with this? So buggy.
It's called not having a proper tower to animate.
I have a nice ass tablet, computer. I got everything I need.
Except the software to run it properly.
What are you talking about?
Well, your system's constantly lagging, which is the first problem.
Oh, you're noticing lag?
No, you're just saying it's lag, and I can hear it in your voice. It's like, oh, I hate this program so much.
It's
I would kill it. I would stab it and then throw its family down into a ditch. I hate it so much. And then I'd resurrect the family to make them dance like puppets. More for the situation, yes. But that's basically how you feel, right? You basically want to murder the program for being so bad.
I had to
Even though
learn
you're
to work
paying.
with it because I want to make what I want to make.
But Penny, you're using a subscription service, and subscription services are the devil.
It's
They're
not like I
basically
can buy the old
microtransactions.
Flash program. It's not like I
Hi,
can go buy
I'm
it.
Flash. Flash crashed after one line was drawn. The end.
So
Better
I
than
haven't made
Krita.
my Flash car yet. I have so many ideas I want to make. I have to learn how to use this program in order to make it. You know?
Yeah, you don't really have the choice of making it traditional and scanning it and using all 1,000 pages as you scan them throughout the day.
You have to make compromises. You have to make sacrifices. You can't make everything traditional. That's
You
what I
gotta
have to learn.
Well, I can't compromise. That's why I bought a scanner and a printer, so I could print my own comics. And not
That'll
to
be
sell,
fun.
just to have them. I like having the physical copies.
If we get enough viewers, we'll probably do a draw session. Drawing.
If I
Or if I get bored,
if I ever got
play
a ton of
Minecraft.
viewers, I would just if I got a bunch of YouTube subscribers, I'd be like, oh, hey, cool. That's great. Please don't expect me to post more often because that's going to kill me. Yeah, that's the weird thing about YouTube. I want to make a video saying, yeah, I'm a YouTuber, but that doesn't mean I'm not a person. And it's basically, if I ever reach out to other people, like, hey, when's the next video? Hey, when's the next video? I'll just make that video basically saying, yeah, being a YouTuber is basically having a job that's harder. And then people like, it's basic arguments of what makes it hard. One, the constant need to create something. Two, burnout. Three, it's not a steady paying job. That's why I would also make a video saying I don't want to be a YouTuber. I want to be an artist, where
That's
I get paid for producing my work at my own pace and having people literally hire me to create work, rather than not get paid by YouTube for like my personality.
I mean, yeah, it's you have to find people who would sponsorships, ad revenue, but it's just pocket money at that point.
I'll just be an advertiser's worst nightmare. It's like, hey, can you stretch out the entire thing for like a minute? And if it's a well-known brand, by that I mean it's a company or a business that has been on every other major YouTube channel, my response would be, you get 10 seconds or less. Nobody's gonna buy your service if I tell them to. Let's be real.
Yeah.
If you have been on everyone else's channel bigger than mine, you get 10 seconds or less. Get over yourself. You already know you don't need that much time on my channel.
And do not do brand deals, or not brand deals. What was it?
Gambling
Basically, you
side.
sign with the company, and then they take half of your shit, your revenue. You barely make anything on the side.
Yeah, that's not fun. That's stupid.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be a
That's what happened
licensing agreement?
That's what happened to Smosh. They had Dev Media. Yeah. Yeah. They sign a contract. They sign over half of their revenue.
That's evil.
Mm-hmm. In hopes of getting getting marketing and all of that.
Yeah, never sign anything over to a business because they're just gonna screw you over every chance they get.
Have you heard of what happened to Anthony in Smosh?
I'm pretty sure you got furious if that was the case.
Mm-hmm. Basically, Dev Media closed down, and because Anthony and Ian weren't the full owners of Smosh, they could have had millions, from their company.
Yeah.
But they were under somebody else.
Well, look at what happened to the individuals that were worked with the YouTube channel Machinima. Apparently, Warner Brothers bought them out, and now their contracts or whatever the licensing agreement they signed with Machinima, apparently now they belong to Warner Brothers.
What?
Or some subsidiary of it.
Shit.
Yeah, when Skullman told me that, hey, did you hear? Machinima just disappeared. I was like, what are you talking about? No, it just disappeared. It didn't disappear. Machinima turned off its YouTube channel because now they were part of something else. It was pretty scary to hear about that, just happening in a snap of a finger. Machinima weren't good people. The individuals that were working for that company, they were pretty bad. And now look at them. They're owned by Warner Brothers.
How do these eyes look?
They look dead. Then again, what doesn't look dead in an animation?
I'm just okay. I guess that's considered an opinion.
That's fine. It's fine. Oh, you mean the blinking? The blinking's fine. It's slow, but at least it's even.
Because I'm gonna also do stuff with the background, color it.
Boobs! The girl has no tits. Not like my fabulous anime girls that have massive knockers. Just kidding.
Not everything has to have that.
Well, not really, but yours are A cap. At least I give mine B or C, so people don't look at them and say, "Oh, I'm so sad."
Because
yeah, I know. It's because your art style is more sleek.
Don't have those. That's why.
Oh yeah, I can look at the beach and prove you wrong.
Oh, I'm so happy. I watched a lot of tutorials. I was just trying to figure this out.
That's your first problem. You should never watch online tutorials. They're a pain in the ass and teach you things that can become outdated over time.
I just go to the Adobe Animate help page.
Oh, that's even worse.
Watch a few.
You poor innocent child. Then again, I'm cynical, so you do the right thing.
I'm excited because look, I'm actually figuring it out. Hold on, that's the wrong one. Here it is. I'm actually figuring it out.
You're doing a thing, and that's what's important.
Yeah.
While I just sit here and sulk and talk about anime characters that don't exist yet.
Oh no, We're gonna get TMP on the board. I'm gonna help you make your first pilot.
Oh yeah, TMP, the animated series, the pain in my ass where I get copyright strike for using the dream song I have.
That's why we make our own. I got
I,
an uncle who has a lot of equipment and the right software and like
I literally have a song in mind just called, I don't know what the Japanese or whatever band it is. I just know that the song is called Monster and I want to use it.
we gotta write
Just,
our own song.
I'm not much of a writer.
That's why you got me and Skullboy and anybody else, Akira maybe.
Oh yeah, the Nightmare Crew.
That's
If
what
I
you're
created
calling
that,
us now.
if I wanted to like make you guys a group, if I wanted to have like an elite team of people I've been working with for years, I'd hope it'd be you guys, but I hope our name would just be super dark and edgy just for the memes.
Hmm.
Like the Sinister Six or the Sinister Pens. No, Blackest Ink Incorporated.
That's what I want. I mean, in some way.
Dark Edge Incorporated. No, Sharpest Blade. I don't know. I'd hope to like create this like parody of like corporations and like another series called Business. The story of a man that wanted to make it big. And then it's just a parody book. It's just like a comedy where it's like, hey, you want to be a big businessman? I want to be a big businessman. Here's $1 million. Now go make your company. I don't know what to do. And he somehow turns out a profit.
Yeah.
And like, oh, that'd be fun if I just made like all these absurd companies that TMP shop at. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe the weapon shops will actually be like a slight fusion between the actual use of the building versus the name. So it's like an absurd name that basically describes the shop, like Sharpest Edge, like I said earlier, or Sharpest Blade. And then for magic shops, it's what would it be a name for a magic shop? Other than freaky. I got nothing. That idea quickly died, so I'm going to something else. Hey, actually, did you know something about Smiler Wolf? I brought this
Mm-hmm.
up with Smiler, but did you know that Smiler Wolf, as a character, his character, he actually never like actually has his tail up. It's always down or around him, but it's never like ever lifted upwards because he's not a hybrid. He wasn't raised with like the hybrid culture, and a true hybrid that was raised by other hybrids, they're constantly told since they can talk, that you should always carry your tail because you don't want it to get dirty. It's massive. It's nice to have magic to clean it, but sometimes you have to do it the old-fashioned way and brush your tail. And hybrids, out of instinct, and in some cases out of respect for their like own floofy tails, it's basically a glamour rock thing. It's basically a glamour thing. If you have a very nice clean tail, it's basically seen as like a sign of respect to what your race is, to your race. If you have a very long tail, and it's a sign of respect to your elders. It's also a competition. It's like also a beauty pageant thing in like more modern cities, but back in tribes, having a nice clean tail that sparkles in the sunlight basically is like, oh yeah, you got your head on straight. You know what you're doing. So I guess in that sense, basically having a nice clean floofy tail is just a sign. It's just a sign of like what your mental state or health is like.
Okay.
It's weird. It's like a little weird thing that I think would develop around a society that has like long animalistic tails and features.
Have to have a clean tail. That's funny.
To also be fair, they actually have to use their tails for combat. So there's also that. Also, the weird thing about hybrids, where it's like, hey, did you know that if you grab a hybrid's tail, the tail will react instinctively and turn into a weapon? In most chances, it turns into an iron spike ball like mace to pierce your hands. But if the individual is close to you, the tail doesn't react at all. Instead, it becomes slightly fluffier.
Okay.
It's just like basic biological reasons. I was like, what would happen if you grabbed a hybrid's tail? And I was like, I don't like the idea of somebody ripping their tail off. So I was like, yeah, their tails are just naturally trained to respond violently to anyone attacking them. Except Smile doesn't have that, so people always grab his tail and beat the shit out of him with it.
What about reptile tails in that world?
Imagine reptiles would be able to reptile hybrids would be able to detach their tails and regenerate them rapidly.
Okay. Wait a minute.
Unless we're talking about Croc. His tail is thick. Croc is a very dangerous hybrid because his name is Croc. He's a crocodile, and he's basically what happens when you get a thug with the strength of a reptile, but the like basic. Basically, he lived in the swamp. He basically lived in a redneck country. Also, he teams up with Tiger's daughter, Susie. Sally? Susie. I still can't figure out her name. I think her name is Sally Fox, but I always don't. I want to call. No, I have Treasure Hunter Susie. So, yeah, it's Sally. Tiger's daughter, Sally Fox, otherwise known as Deviled Egg, and her partner, Croc. Okay, so those two characters were born out of a joke where I was like, man, I can't draw. I was talking to an artist, and that's what he said. And I was like, huh, give me 2 words and I'll make them into characters.
When
And it
did
was
you
like,
hold on? When did you come up with this?
uh, high school, last year of high school, walked in. The guy was like, I can't draw my own original characters. And I was like, put 2 words together and make it a character. He was like, I don't believe you. Do it. And he was like, okay. I was like, okay, tell me what you want. Give me 2 names and I'll make a character. Oh, Crocodile and Deviled Egg. And I was like, all right, Deviled Egg, sweet.
Hmm.
So I made Sally a character, a sheriff on Evo that wears a deviled egg on her back as a, as like a bet she had with a kid from school back when she was young. Yeah, it's basically, I think character-wise, it basically just shows her determination to like prove people wrong or like, show her resolve and willpower to like do something stupid for the sake of proving somebody wrong. But also shows that like, yeah, when she makes a bet, when she gives you her word that she'll do this for like what she'll do something, she'll do it and she won't like back down.
Hmm.
Also, this picture is so deceptive. I really hate Smiler Wolf because he looks so like nice in this picture, but he's not. He's evil. He's such a twisted, manipulative little bastard, and I hate him. So yeah, he's basically what Sin was meant to be.
I guess it's transferred all of the cynicism onto Smiler, and he's not even your character.
Nope, Smiler's just naturally evil. The creator, Smiler, even told me, yeah, no, this guy's pure evil. He's just evil. Don't even give him the light of. Don't even try to like redeem him. He's just evil. And I was like, okay, he's evil. Time to make him evil. There's a super sad moment when he finally goes back home at the end of like the crossover of him being in TMP for a bit. Chibi just runs up to him as the portal like is open, and she's just like, "Promise me to come back and visit, okay?" And it's Smiler Wolf, so he's like, "Yeah, I don't want to die here, so I'm gonna promise her I'm gonna come back and visit," and he never did. Basically, Chibi definitely. That's why this picture I'm drawing the audience can't see is called one-sided affection. No, it's one-sided love, because Chibi loves everyone equally. She cares about everyone fondly, and she's such a sweet character with this like young, innocent nature that she's happy to spread the love. The thing is, she even gives this attention and affection to Smiler Wolf, who, in all honesty, would probably rip her to shreds if he could. That's the only reason he bothers even showing her any modicum of affection. Any drip of affection you think he's actually giving her, no, it's just to help his plan. He's aware that Chibi would be a useful tool since she's on good terms with everyone on Evo, and by befriending her, he's basically gotten, yeah, you can't murder me because she's way too close to me. To have protection.
Okay, so what exactly is Smiler doing on Evo?
Causing havoc and trying to get back home. Blood sacrifice, magical artifacts, you name it, he's trying it. He wants to go back home after he was dragged from his homeworld into Evo.
How long has he been there?
A couple years. So
that sucks, yeah.
He's gotten quite a high body count in his adventures. Escapades, I should say.
And the weird thing is all your characters do.
All my characters have redeeming qualities, but Smiler doesn't. Not even in the TMP universe.
They also have a high body count too.
It just depends. Tiger's killed millions, but that's because he racked up quite a high kill count because of his reincarnations. Not all the Tigers can be like Jen. Just like Tiger isn't Jen. Tiger is his own individual with his own personality. If he has to murder somebody, he'll do it if it means protecting the people he loves or keeping himself alive. Evo isn't this idealistic world where people don't murder each other. The kingdom might be like that because these individuals that live here are villagers. They're individuals that don't want any problems or strife. And they definitely don't want to get kicked out of the kingdom from murdering their neighbor and then deal with insane shit on Evo.
Minecraft. Wait. Oh, no. It's like I have the urge to play Minecraft right now. I don't know why.
Because you secretly don't want to hold a stream.
What do you mean?
You don't want to stream. You just want to goof off and have fun.
Well, why not play Minecraft and stream at the same time? Like it
Hey,
hasn't been done before.
yeah, you can play Minecraft and it's just like have your little camera focused on my screen so they can see what I'm doodling in the meantime and understand what I'm talking about when I'm working on different drawings.
This is my stream. You can do that on your channel, but this is my channel. So
Yeah,
they
but
have
what
to watch me play Minecraft.
that'd
I'll
be
just have
so
to
horrible.
I'll just have to change the name. But no. No, I
You
have to
be
work on
you
this. I
became one of them.
have to play later.
You're a Let's Player, Penny. Feel ashamed.
You can't stop me.
Why would I? How do I arms is probably the question people are gonna ask with this thing.
Wait, why is she flipping like what the heck? Stupid finger. What the hell am I doing? Um Yeah, I hate these brushes so much.
Yeah. I just feel bad for JB for, and I fucking hate Smiler. He's such an evil douchebag. I even want to do like a documentary series, like the average like touched by evil is basically what it's going to be called. It's basically individuals reminiscing about like how they feel about Smiler Wolf. Sin being one of the most like, he's not one of the most reserved. He openly admits how much he hates Smiler, but his tone is basically like, yeah, I remember Smiler. I don't like him. I never will like him. And when I put him inside a glass jar, he didn't like it, and I was laughing.
Did you
I,
did he end up going back home?
oh, he goes home, all right. He goes home, but he doesn't go back without getting accumulating scars along his journey of pissing people off on in the TMP verse. He accumulates quite a few scars, and people even comment, "Hey, how'd you get that scar? Oh, I pissed off this orange little dog. How'd you get that scar? Oh, I pissed off a big bad wolf. And this one? Oh, that was just for my new wife. You got married? No, that's the greatest joke of all.
Uh
But
you made
this
Smiler so bad and annoying.
Smiler's evil, but he's like unapologetic evil, and I love it.
Hold on. That hand doesn't look right. What is it doing? Supposed to be
It's a,
grabbing the page. Hold on.
when you look at Smiler, just think, what an ass. All right, if anyone in the future ever sees the stream and knows what JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is, just look at Dio. That's basically the closest comparison I can give you to how evil Smiler is. I love JoJo. JoJo Bizarre Adventure is like one of the best animes out there. Fight me, you plebs.
Can't go wrong with JoJo.
It has flexing men and gay positions, gay poses. It has sparkling glamour and insane colors for the anime. You can fight me. Hiro Higuraki is fabulous.
Just the way you're putting it, you're just pushing my buttons.
What, am I abrasively doing it?
Yeah, you are.
Well, JoJo's fabulous and you can fight me, weeaboos.
No, just the way you're men and gay poses. Like
Men in flamboyantly erotic poses. The show is like the most flaming homosexual shit I've ever seen. Oh, you haven't seen anything yet. You should see part 6 where they get sleek and look like beautiful schoolboys. This man doesn't age, by the way. If you look up Hiro Higuraki, he forgot to age. Like at all.
hold on, let me look it up. Let's see if this show.
He is a living vampire. He does not age at all.
What's his name?
Hiro Higuraki, creator of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Oh, I can do that.
I think I messed up. I don't know what I was going to color the background. I know what I'm going to do. I'm so excited, I love it. No, but I hate Smiler. I hate him because of like how evil he is and how I can't do anything to change him. He's just naturally this twisted individual. Did I ever tell you my idea for his like backstory? I probably didn't.
No, I don't remember. Oh.
Basically, Smiler's backstory, to sum it up, is like, yeah, it's the typical smart kid, evil heart type. It's basically like a basic serial killer plotline. But even evil can have a heart. Even evil has to get rid of its heart in order to like become truly evil. So that's basically the best way to summarize it. Smiler's a raving psychopath that basically he's a psychotic sociopath that basically gets a high from killing people, seeing the world through a very cynical viewpoint. Whereas it's basically I don't kill for the thrill of it alone. I kill because nothing matters, and anything I can do, no one can stop me.
Man. But yeah,
Doesn't that just sound so disgusting to you?
yeah. Smiler doesn't have any friends. That's all I'm gonna say.
I got no clue
The
about
one
his
in your
friends.
the one in your story, not the one on YouTube.
Hey, wow, that cuts deep, Penny. Could you imagine if he was watching this?
Oh, we should send it to them so we can get
Uh,
some more people peeps in the stream, some comments, and just you and me, like always.
hey,
I can probably send it to the group. I don't know.
probably. I don't know. I don't know. Smiler Wolf is like he's so evil. He's just like so disgusting. I love it. That's all I can say about him. He's so disgustingly sinister. I just can't help but like love how he just like relishes in it.
Man,
The one character that truly cares about him, and even he thinks it's a lie.
once you come out with an art book or something, I'm definitely gonna buy it.
Oh, it'd be fun. It'd be fun to have someone be like, "Hey, I want to make an art book based on all your like most popular drawings." What popular drawings? Then I just go to my little social media account, just like, "Wow, this stuff really blew up. I want to write anime." The otakus came. They spread the word. And it's. What do you think of this piece, though? I found out that when I used the airbrush and basically put the hardest brush setting at the edge of the four selections, I get this. I get this effect.
I've been seeing it. Yeah, you really like that. Hold on, let me see if I can. Can I present that or?
Yes, you can. You're doing it right now on your channel. I love this effect. It's like so pretty. It's so simple, but it's so pretty the way the colors just overlap on each other.
Perfect. Oh, you're the one watching.
Yes. In case somebody wanted to leave a comment down below. I always watch your streams. Well, I would watch your streams if you streamed more with me. That way we can have fun.
I'm not at school. I'm just so we can do that.
I'll even like say, hey, want to see basically what I'm like before I edit my videos? Check out Penny Q's channel down below for more streams. Subscribe for more content. While I'm not editing, if you want another dose of Tagger. I just love the way Smiler's just is. He's just pure evil. I think in like the basic information Smiler Wolf gave me was, hey, yeah, basically Smiler Wolf was a paranormal entity that basically can can come back from the dead. Don't explain how he comes back,
I know.
but yeah, if you can kill him as much as you want. Just make sure you bring him back because he is quasi Sonic immortal. He's like Sonic the Hedgehog. He just won't die.
So, man, I can't wait to see the redesign for Sonic. It's like maybe I don't know if that's been.
Gotta fix fast.
Yeah, I don't know. That's just the baddest decision on their part.
There are photoshops that look better than what they came out with.
Yeah.
It's embarrassing.
Well,
Even
I thought
the
you said
Sega creators like, yeah, we don't like it, fix it.
But your first reaction is that you love this.
Oh no, I love the Sonic the Hedgehog movie. I want the Sonic the Hedgehog movie to do great so I can get Shadow the Hedgehog. I want my Edgy the Hedgie.
Yeah, well, they're gonna make sequels are everywhere. I'm actually kind of sick of them now.
Keep in mind this is
Avatar
Sonic,
4.
and Sonic has not had a nice history. If you follow anything about Sonic the Hedgehog games, actually, I'm wrong. Sonic the TV show Sonic Boom actually did quite well with self-aware humor and fun moments.
I've watched it. Before.
I honestly do feel bad for Chibi for though. She doesn't deserve the evil that is Smiler. And Smiler doesn't deserve such an innocent character giving him affection.
Yeah.
Chibi Fur just honestly wants to bring a smile to everyone's face, but here comes Smiler, faking that smile, giving her a hug, looking at her with his eyes. Twisted little fucker. I hate him.
I gotta make
You
sure I
can,
make an arc between the movements, or else it looks choppy. Yeah.
but well, Reagan needs to money.
Hello. Dang it! I'm all alone. Should probably send this to the group.
But you already know I'm very, very much attached to my characters, Penny. You already know that, like, I basically they're not extensions of myself as much as I just do see them as true characters. I truly do love them with all my heart.
Yeah. They're, man, you spend so much time with them. It's like basically another world that
It's basically like being a parent. You just can't leave them.
they're just in another dimension, just one light year away.
That'd be funny, and I'd also be horrified. It's like, hey, I'm the creator of you guys. Oh, you're the asshole that's put us through these horrible situations and tortured us, but made us better people. So we shouldn't murder you because you put us through these horrible situations. We should probably stop you from writing so you don't make us go through anything worse.
And then they chop your hands off.
Right.
Which, no, that's just too much. I'm gonna redo these lines. These are just rough.
Someone called Autumn Hour has joined. Hello there. You're the first person in a very long time to see Penny stream.
Yay!
Because that poor girl here doesn't stream as often as I did, along with my energetic and very charismatic and not narcissistic personality.
Is that how you're gonna do your first impression?
My first impression is cats. I am the worst person you will ever meet, Penny. You know that.
No, that's not true. So,
You're right. I'm a hypocritical individual that likes to lie and cheat people out of their ideas. Oh, I'm sorry, Marvel and DC. Did I offend you?
Okay, quit your cynicism for 1 second.
It's not cynicism. It's psychocism.
So I'm working on animation, and Mike over here is working on this cool drawing.
Which they can't see because you're busy animating. I'm done with my background.
There we go.
It's so sweet that I'm gonna strangle Smiler. Why would he give me such a horrible character to work with? So evil.
Some pointers that Smiler give you, whereas when you wrote his character,
he gave me free reign to do whatever I want. Basically, he basically said, "Just don't mess him up." And I don't know how you mess up a serial killer. A serial killer with a heart, not a serial killer that lacks a heart with a young girl that has a heart that he can't kill because, you know, the giant meat mountain that is rage exists. Which is actually what happens at the end of Smile for Me, the comic book I'm doing right now. At the end of Smile for Me, Smile Wolf threatens to kill the toys he threatens to kill the toys that captured him, and we get cameos from Illumina Grandmaster, the Puppet Master, Sin himself, Insanity, and Rage, who he's gonna pound Smiler into dust after threatening Chibi Fur, because that's how everyone interpreted it. Since Smiler Wolf just like vaguely says, "I'll kill you all," as like his little thing. And if you know anything about Rage, Daddy, you know Daddy protects his kids just fine without people threatening them.
hold on. Yeah, no. Yeah.
Yeah, the Rage machine is going to. Yeah?
Yeah, you have a lot of characters to go through for any newcomers on here.
I am not exploiting my characters to them. They're too complex and interesting for your audience.
He's been working on these for years. Like
4 months is 4 months is like such a long amount of time to work on a world. I created them yesterday on 4chan.
Everything on 4chan. Oh my God. Wait, how is this gonna work?
I went to Tumblr and they gave me these characters. I made them better by making them all straight.
Hooray.
Oh, news. Did you know that adult companies like eager to like pick up Tumblr? Did you hear about that?
What do you mean? Oh, and
the site P-Hub. the site P Hub after Verizon was it Verizon that picked them up or AT&T? Basically, the current company that owned them right now. I heard a while back that was like, yeah. The company P Hub is like, yeah, we'll totally buy Tumblr off of you, and people were like, just do it. You've ruined Tumblr by removing all the adult content as a knee-jerk reaction. So and people were like, if P Hub gets their hands on it, not only will that rake in money for them if they like undo like the like banning of adult content, they could actually expand it even more because when you think of adult content, you think of that site as the joke, right?
You're talking about Prawn Hub?
Yeah, I love Prune Hub.
Yeah.
They're basically that was the report that like, yeah. If you want to sell it, give it to us. Give it to our grimy hands.
Well, I don't know if
I'm
that's
sorry.
what's needed, but we'll see. We'll see in the future.
Lots of artists basically lost their platform after Tumblr was like, no more prude content, no more plum stuff.
I mean, that's what brought traffic to their website in the first place.
Yeah, though, quite literally was the only reason people went to them. It's like, wow, a website
Unless
where I
you're
can create
14
content I want.
Unless you're 14 and in a fandom. Yo. The only reason I was on there is because of Gravity Falls, and that's a long time ago.
Gravity Falls, more like Gravity Farts.
Okay.
Edgy humor is fun for everyone. Yeah, that's the funny thing about me. I don't know if I should be edgy or not based on the audience I'm basically going to get.
You can probably just leave that on your channel.
It is on my channel.
Oh, I should link your channel in the description.
Don't give them cancer, Penny.
Well, it's the least I can do. You have 10 times more posts than me.
Disclaimer. I am not 10 times more interesting than people. I tried to make a video talking about Smiley Wolf, and I was basically going back and forth in circles. My interest comes from, like, my very unique personality can only evolve and adapt to people that I'm talking to. That's quite literally why I try to get you, Skull, or anyone that's willing to listen to me for 5 seconds without jumping out the window into a recording session. I need people to talk to. Otherwise, I'm either very bored or super focused, and we both know I'm not. I don't like being focused.
And so it's just bored. That's the only option.
Besides, by spending time with me, ooh, dirty, you get to basically adapt and evolve based on like how I act.
So you want me to adapt your personality?
I want you to evolve as an individual and as an entertainer, since you are an entertainer as well as an artist and a writer.
Too nice. That's not true.
It is true. The only thing that isn't true is Smiler is a nice guy.
Let's see.
I actually want to keep him white. I want to keep him as like this black-haired white wolf because it makes him stand out. Given it makes him look like Beetlejuice, but you know, to each of their own.
Yeah, it's black and white. I thought, is there any other colors with him?
No, he's just black and yellow.
Oops. One second.
This is someone calling Penny Q. Please pick up the phone. Penny, pick up the phone. Penny, pick up the phone. Penny, pick up the phone. Correction. It was an alarm. Penny is dead. Oh, the mass media is upset. This just came in. Authentic writer Penny Q has passed away. People are lighting torches and fireworks in the streets. They're also rioting at the fact they'll never finish that story about reindeers. This is worse than the time the creator of Berserk quit Berserk. It's a national tragedy for all. The president has just come onto the stage. He has told us one very important message. We are screwed. This is exactly what he said. My fellow Americans, we have come here today to riot in the streets, and I will be joining them. I have officially declared martial law.
I have to go get some groceries, and I'll be right down. I'll be right back.
Should I continue talking into the vast abyss that is the YouTube comment section?
Yes.
Okay, we'll see what happens. You have fun while I get to scramble about like a little roach. Huh. Super weird not having Penny around here already. Man, Penny Q, the individual that hosts a stream. Where did she go? Get groceries. Such a tragedy. This is Penny's channel after all, and I am not the face of our channel, which makes it very, very difficult for me to actually want to know what to do without knowing that she's here. Since I'm a difficult individual to get into by myself, since I don't like talking to myself, since it makes me sound crazy. Makes you wonder how YouTubers do this every single day when they have to talk to themselves. Then again, YouTubers base their own stuff up based on their own personality preferences and other things. Unfortunately, I am not one of these individuals that can just randomly go off on massive tangents or whatnot. No, that would belong to another channel that does the sort of thing even better than I ever could. It's a shame, a tragedy, and I guess it's a blessing to them and a curse to me since I am not that interesting. Oh well, whatever. I guess it doesn't matter in the long run of schemes. Then again, I always have fun drawing my little characters. Nothing's ever gonna beat my fun characters. Oh man. Ugh. Hate Smiler. This character's so evil. Tricking my characters, manipulating Chibi for her. What did she do to him? She just existed and wanted to be his friend. His response: manipulation, deceit, lies, and then heartache. Even though, I don't know. If anyone was a part of the furry community, there is a weird thing about like furries having this great accepting circle about them, which I think is nice and all, but he knew. The fine line between being romantic and being platonic is, I guess, a fine line in the furry community, but I wouldn't know much because I'm not a furry. I'm just randomly spouting off random things to think about. Although, it does make me question, could Smiler Wolf ever develop actual feelings for somebody that isn't himself? Then again, that wouldn't play if Smiler's a narcissist, and Smiler isn't a narcissist. He doesn't kill for glory or fame, he kills because he likes to, making it look like more like a hunter hunting its prey. So I guess in that sense, Smiler Wolf isn't. No, Smiler Wolf was just evil. Then again, evil is just the subjective term of what the lack of good. And what is more evil than an individual just willing to manipulate and cheat others? Weird. Never thought I'd wind up in this situation. Never thought I'd wind up in a situation with a person without where the host of the stream themselves will be gone. Then again, in my history of YouTube, I did do that before when a different content creator I hanged around with was actually gone. It's so weird. It's just so weird to not have somebody to talk to, especially on their own channel. Then again, Penny's a busy girl and she had to get her groceries. You know, if I had free reigns to imagine what she'd be doing right now, I'd imagine Penny starts off in an RPG-like game. It's like, hey, Penny Q, your adventure starts. We need you to go retrieve the legendary MacGuffin of groceries. Where she'd equip her armor, get ready, and then the first thing she'd have to encounter would probably be a house that's a monster. So I guess it'd be a mimic if that was the case. Mimics, creature that can mimic anything, as their name implies. So I guess she'd have to deal with a creature to be able to copy her stats, her appearance, her abilities, and her weapons, which would be a fine dandy thing. Though, that does make me question, would she be able to handle such a quest? Come on, getting the legendary MacGuffin of grocery bags? Probably. Although I don't know. On order stats, our character build would be she'd be a tank, she'd be a speed demon, she could be the wise support character who would recruit others. But what do I know? Well, I think the most difficult thing to actually get past would probably be a massive robotic car that looks like Megatron, voiced by Hugo Weaving or Starscream, that secretly possessed Megatron and took his place, which would be interesting. Starscream always had a bit for power in the Transformers series, so why not make him Megatron in disguise? No, Starscream in Starscream disguised as Megatron. Such a wonderful world we live in. But hey, I'm happy. I hope anybody that ever finds this actually is happy. Hopefully it's not one of the people I send over here when I do that thing. Because I'm very much aware that I have a very abrasive personality that's not very fun. Then again, my humor isn't really humor, it's more just screeching into a mic hoping that somebody would laugh. Which, I guess, is a deconstruction of basically how I act. Deconstruction, like I know what words mean. No. Weird. I don't know, it's just very often having Penny here. Kind of hoping she comes back and real quickly so I can stop basically just talking nonsensical things and actually be a focused individual with actual place to start with. Because if I start talking about my characters or anything else, it'd be super weird. Well, I guess I can talk about Chibi for her. So if anyone's curious, this girl right here, the girl that's still painted in white, is known as Chibi for her. She is an individual that has a long history with the TMP cast, a group of characters I have in my universe called TMP, where they live on a planet called Evo after the world known as Earth was unfortunately destroyed by unfortunately was destroyed by our heroes. I say heroes lightly because Pixel's a bit of a, let's say, scoundrel, and let's say Tiger is a little unstable. He's a happy-go-lucky individual that doesn't have a lot of problems with basic fighting. He's competent at that, but he has a bit of a emotional imbalance, if that's what I can say it is. Although not to be mistaken. Mm, the characters themselves, although whatever. So yeah, Chibi is basically this little girl. Little girl. Chibi is the chibified version of a character known as Fur in the main Chibi universe, which her role is to be a representation of fun, freedom, and a girl that never backs down. Sorry about that brief pause. In the real world, we have what's known as pizza, which is a fun little thing we need. It's a fun little treat you can have to survive. Makes you wonder if there was actually a pizza monster in the sky sometimes. You know, just a giant raving tentacle monster with like 14 meatball eyes, pepperoni like saw blades, cheese themed weaponry, or laser eyes that fire off molten cheese that can melt through walls. Then again, I guess its legs would be made of bread crust. Its armor would be made of spam. I guess it would be able to smell with pineapple scented juice. Yeah. Screw you. Pineapple scented. My Android, alright? Scented. Pineapple scented. I guess the best thing to do would be to give it pineapple scented abilities. Pineapple scented. Pineapple power. Pineapple, 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 pineapple. So weird. So weird. Such a weird idea. I don't think it'd ever take off. But if it did take off, it'd be pretty funny. Mm-hmm. Well, truth be told, I'm not sure really what to do with such a character. The Pizza Monster, the Pizza Gladiator, Pizza Nader. No, that's taken. Pelocos Pizzaro. How about Poca Pete? Poca Pete or Poca Pizzer? Fudge? I hate pauses. I hate pauses, 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 pauses. But this is what happens when you don't organize your streams. Or bring in multiple people to do things for you. Just bad timing, I guess. Eating pizza, having fun, doing this crazy, crazy stuff in this crazy world we call life. This pizza's pretty good. Maybe I should make some one day. Oh, God. Okay, so to get back on topic, as if I know what topic I'm talking about. Mm, 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 mm. So, Chibi Fur. Chibi Fur is the main girl of my series. Main girl. Chibi Fur is a recurring character in my series. She's a fun, innocent, go-get-em character that seriously loves everyone with her all her heart. She doesn't pick up fights and she doesn't like to cause problems. She's the sweetest girl you'll ever know or meet. Next to all my other girls that I have that are just like her. What makes Chibi Fur unique is she actually has protection in the form of characters that refuse to let anything happen to her. Just because nobody can lay a hand on her without getting the shit kicked out of them. So, what are we? So in TMP Chibifer, the current girl that's what the white box you see before you. Sorry, I'm eating pizza again. if you're wondering what my drawing is not moving. So Chibifer is like this super innocent girl that basically has protection on her. The protection this character has is basically the villains, the main characters, and even wild cards, known as individuals that basically don't have an alliance with good or evil villains. The wild cards, which are characters that are basically in between. What makes them dangerous is the fact they don't have an alignment to a hero or a villain. They don't pledge their loyalty to anyone but themselves. They basically all have one goal in mind when it comes to the girl known as Shiver. This individual that comes from the universe where basically cartoon physics are the deal, and she kind of has the ability to tear things apart. It's kind of implied and hinted that yeah, this chick is dangerous. Don't mess with her. And to be fair, it's not unwarranted. Shiver is a character that has a bit of that cartoon elastic logic. Basically, think of any cartoon character that can go squish, splat, or, flat. She can be riddled with bullets and she'll be fine. That's not the thing that makes her dangerous. The thing that makes her dangerous is, from the universe she hails from, known as the TMP Supercharged Universe, where everybody's a chibi character, they have the ability to blow up the sun and survive without it. The light doesn't fade like you think it would realistically, which is fun. It's nice. It's something sweet that can happen. But it's kind of dangerous to blow up the sun of a universe that doesn't have the same laws or restrictions. Yeah, little girl has the potential to blow up the sun. What would happen if she had a tantrum and she basically decided to go all Lord of the Flies in the situation? Well, I can tell you what happened. It'd be a very, very bad day for everyone involved, including the girl herself. But that's just a hypothetical situation. The question that's raised for Shiver is, if she snaps, or if she becomes a dark, twisted character, what would happen? She's aware of the fourth wall, which is basically this, like, the fictional barrier between you and a character that prevents them from acknowledging your existence. Shiver might not, I'm not even sure this character is aware of the fourth wall like my other main characters are, which makes it interesting. Because if it's real, she knows about the fourth wall, that means she has access to different tips and tricks that individuals that have this ability can do. Like tear apart the fabric of reality, for example. By that I mean the fabric of her reality. That would give her the ability to jump between panels and other universes by, unfortunately, getting out of hand and basically the artist and writer having no control over her at that point. Her personality might be sweet, but if she was turned evil and she knew about the fourth wall, and she's a character from a universe that makes her dangerous, that would be very, very bad. But she basically has the protection of different individuals that protect her innocence. An individual known as Sin, the Lord of all demons. A character known as Tiger. Welcome back, Penny. Are you the second viewer in the stream?
Probably. Hold on. Yeah.
Alright. So I kind of went like on a series of unorganized stuff that you were gone, because I mean, if you want to see what I'm like, just like watch your stream back and listen to all the crazy stuff that happened, all the tangents I went on. You can clearly tell I had no clear direction.
I was gone for that long?
No.
I don't blame you.
Well, it's not that I'm bad at this stuff. It's just difficult for me to do this stuff without a problem. Go. It's really hard for me to talk about a subject when it's on somebody else's channel, because it's your channel. And I have no idea what to talk about.
Yeah, no, I got it. I don't blame you. No, you're keeping it going. That's the fun part.
Except for the minor pauses that I had to take for eating a slice of pizza or delivering my pizza to my brother.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Actually, there's a song I was listening to by the band Magna Phi. And Magna Phi is basically a band where I was like, oh, they're so edgy. And I was like, actually, edgy is stupid. They were a rock and roll band, so if they scream, whatever. And I was listening to the song, Where Did We Go Wrong? And what got me started on, like, what clicked in my head when I was like, oh, yeah. I was listening to the soundtrack of the Shadow the Hedgehog game, and one of the songs that appear in there are... All right, I want to use this song for Shadow. Shadow, the Rainbow Ninja, when her death comes. And I'm like, maybe if she ever has like her like death, her fake out death moment.
Oh no, this arm does not work.
Whenever she has a fake out death moment, I want the song "Never Turn Back" to play in the background when her big reveal is revealed. Shadow the Rainbow Ninja is obviously a character that isn't gonna die easily. She's the top rated ninja in TMP. Tiger's actually the fourth best ninja in TMP. He's actually going down in skill because of Shade. Shade's actually not the best ninja in TMP anymore. Something happened after the event of TMP begins that started like the climb of the ladder for like newbies. Something happened to the newbies. They're closing the gap with Shade. And do you know what happens in order to like really raise your ranking as a ninja? It's pretty bad, and it like throws away any form of honor. But keep in mind, a ninja is an assassin, so what does honor matter to like the individuals at the bottom? The thing you can do as like an assassin to increase your rank or like your level in like the 100 like men before you, as far as ninjas are concerned, is kill a higher ranking assassin or ninja. I don't mean the guy that's above you in one level. I mean the guy that's above you by 20 or 30 levels.
Well,
Something
remove the competition, literally.
And that's what boosts your rank quite significantly. But keep in mind, to do so kind of implies, yeah, either you're one slide little snake, or you got skill. Shadow even admits that, like, yeah, if it wasn't for my constant training and meeting you and having the ability access to all your personalities that have different fighting styles, different experience, and different attacks, my climb at like my work, because she actually makes like Shadow isn't a very comedic character, but she doesn't sometimes at times she does admit like, yeah, it's kind of ridiculous. I still held the number one spot. You figure other divisions would have knocked me off my pedestal by now, even though Shadow isn't actively training to be the number one assassin. No, he just is. But I think the reason for her like remaining at the top is because she constantly faces individuals. She's constantly facing the villains in TMP. Illuminate Guard Master, Puppet Master, Sin, and Insanity, who Ninja Assassins quite literally fear, because he's an individual that can't be killed. And when you do come close, the Big Daddy known as Sin comes down and will either murder you or pummel you to the ground. Keep in mind, Sin loves his family. Insanity is an extension of family. So if you're going to murder Insanity, you're going to have to deal with the big man after you beat him down. Oh yeah, and Maxie, the girl who's quite literally known as the gas user or the poison mist, Maxie of the poison mist. If you try to murder her boyfriend, how quickly do you think she's going to appear and just like make you suffer in that short amount of time? Maxie loves her boyfriend, and if you try to murder him, she's going to like unleash the worst types of gas on you. Yeah, you can hold your breath and use your little gear for like a day, 2 days, maybe a week if you're lucky. But eventually, you're going to have to swap out gear. And she's going to be there looming over you, ready to blast you. Maxie is not technically an assassin on the like list of ninjas, because she doesn't fit the like definition of a traditional ninja fighting for that rank. But they admit, yeah, she sharpened her skills, got a different outfit, and basically went through the trials to like become a level 1 beginner. She could quickly rank up and be like above the top 50 because her skill is like that. Her ability is that dangerous and that effective. She would just be known as the poison mist, and when she comes to town, she's gonna kill somebody. Funny enough, she actually stopped killing people when she began in a relationship with Insanity. You figure that two individuals that murder people without a problem would like murder even more people, but no, they actually stop murdering people when they get together.
That's funny.
It really is. You figure two psychos would make more psychos.
So wait, Maxie and Insanity are together?
Maxie is the girl that is the panda girl with the green shirt and the Deku mask.
Okay, and she's not a personality?
No, Maxie is a panda girl, and I love her, but she's her own thing. Remember, she had that sibling that was raised by his sisters, and she was like the oldest out of them, so she constantly had to like protect her brother from like getting picked on at school. And when people call her Spot, that kind of pissed her off because that's what people would call. That's what the bullies before she kicked their asses called her.
Oh man. Boo.
Yeah, Maxie. She's a great sister, but that might have developed in why she's like so ready to so eager to murder people. Or at least why she's so like callous when she does it.
Okay.
It could just be that experience she had that just kind of negatively affected her. It's so sweet, but I hate Smiler so much. I'm so
Can you explain his
conflicted.
whole planet if he's not from evil?
I think Smiler would like reach one of the top 10 wanted lists on Evo if we released him into the galaxy. Smiler's evil. He's just pure evil.
Top 10. Might be excessive, but I don't know. That might explain it.
Ooh.
Might just explain where he's at.
He's the big bad wolf. Where's Riding Hood? That would be Chibi Fur.
No! He's gonna dress up as her grandmother.
Technically, the personalities don't have grandmothers because they're extensions of Tiger. So I think he just dressed up as Silver Fox, who looks like a grandma.
Basically.
Such an interesting family history. I would actually love to write a book on Tiger's personas, Tiger's like family tree.
That's what I've been saying.
Could you imagine what it would be for the government to try to track down Tiger? It's like, well, we found this individual's history here. Oh, that's cool. So where is he now? Well, that's the thing. He didn't have any kids. We find him back over here with the same name, and this time he had kids. Oh, that's great. What about his kids? Oh, they disowned him. Oh.
Hold on. Yeah, Dad?
You know, as I eat this pizza, as I was getting earlier, I asked for meatball, and they literally got meatball in this pizza. I didn't think they actually made meatball pizzas. I stand corrected and I love it. ¿What? ¿Te vas a comer toda la pizza tú solo, Michael?
Sí, yo lo compré.
¿Y eso qué tiene? Yo siempre compro pizza para todos.
¿Quieres un pedazo?
No, estoy bien. ¿Quieres un soda? Quiero algo, ya me voy a rico porque ya tengo algo. Okay.
¿Y qué bueno está bañando, verdad?
Está
bañando el gordo.
¿Estás comiendo con el todavía?
Se escondió en el baño cuando todavía abrí la puerta.
Meatball pizza. Not great. We're not really. One of the best things I've ever had. Oh yeah, if we made it this far into the stream and then watching this back, yeah, this is a common occurrence. If you're ever wondering, oh, people of my channel, if you want to know, like, hey, why so many cuts? That's the reason why. There are things I can't control. One of those things are people. Fact about those people, they're loud. And I can't control what they do. Also, I apologize for the long pause. I'm so hungry. I have not eaten in like the past 4 hours. And I got a pizza. I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to enjoy downloading this thing. Leave a comment section down below after the stream's over. If you've like made it through. made it to this part. And to show your support, and by that I mean show the fact you were able to like hold out this long, why don't you tell us what your favorite pizza combination is down below? And we'll try to draw it for fun. Maybe we'll create pizza girls standing around the pizzas. You guys leave it down below. I hope somebody says Hawaiian because I love Hawaiian. And I want to see like I want to see like an entire war in the comment section down below if that was possible. If it was possible, I'd love to see a war on the comment section about like the war on Hawaii. Battlefield Hawaii girl. That sounds like it'd be fun. I love it fun. But I think that's just me.
God, I hate when he does this. It ruins my mood.
The mood. Penny's in the mood. Penny's in the mood. Penny's in the mood. Penny's in the mood.
I feel like he's gonna keep interrupting. I think I just want to stop the broadcast.
Well, that's your choice, Penny.
So it's gonna end it here.
I will download your stream and re-upload it on my channel.
Yeah.
It'll be fun. It'll remove all the annoying segments, and I can tell people, hey, want to see the full unadulterated stream? Go check out Penny Q's channel.
Okay, I'll send it to you.
Yay! I get to have fun!
Okay. Cutting it right now.